Welcome back to The Blueprint. It's your boy Mohammed Imam, aka MIVisuals. I'm here back in a sunny day in London, almost out of the lockdown. Hopefully, the lockdown restrictions are easing according to Boris, but we're not going to believe what he says at the moment. Today I'm going to be doing a video just to give you any creative artist, designer, photographer, videographer, just 30 random ideas that I thought of that will help you get unstuck when you're running out of ideas. So yeah, let's roll the intro.
The Blueprint.
Tip number one, do some product photography. Get some of your new shoes. Let's say you got a brand new pair of Vans. Go outside, go somewhere to a skate park or something. Take some pictures. Do something a little bit different. Tip number two, you got some pictures now. Go and do some product branding. Make some fake like Vans branding like designs basically. So go on Photoshop, whatever you're using. Go on there, make some fake product branding. Tip number three, create a fake logo for the product you worked on. So Vans have a logo that's very famous, but yeah, go and make a new Vans logo that's just totally designed by you, brand new, fresh. Who knows? Maybe they'll pick it up, maybe they'll see it and they'll like it. Tip number four, create a mock brand identity. This one is more for the designers, but yeah, create a mock brand identity. Think of a brand that you like, try and rebrand it totally. McDonald's, I believe KFC have all rebranded recently. They've got new boxes, new designs, everything. So create a fake mock brand identity for a company that you like. For example, Apple. Maybe change the Apple logo, do some stuff with them. Tip number five, create a brand new logo for your favorite sports team. Whether you're a Man United fan or whatever, make a brand new logo for them. And then tip number six, make a new kit for them. Go and design a totally brand new kit. Tip number seven, go on Google, go to a random word generator and then just let it generate random words for you, and then I want you to go and make a collage out of those words. Go and find some images based on those words and make a collage out of those random prompts, and you'll be amazed at what you make. Tip number eight, find some black and white photos of some of your heroes, maybe Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, and I want you to go and colorize them. Go and turn them black and white images into colorized images, and let's just see how they look and see what kind of fun you can get out of it. Tip number nine, make some alternate movie posters. Think about your favorite films, or maybe a really good film you've watched recently, and make a movie poster about it. Tip number 10, create some iPhone wallpaper artwork, or whatever phone you have. Just go and make some artwork and make it like your wallpaper, and then maybe even go share it with your friends and family, see what they think about it. Maybe you'll like it and you'll start thinking about more ideas from there. Tip number 11, design yourself a bookmark, a physical bookmark that you use in your books. Go and design one. Tip number 12, create some alternative book covers for your favorite books. Number 13, create some minimal designs if you're someone who tends to overcomplicate things and do things in a bit more of a detailed fashion. And then tip number 14, do it vice versa. If you're someone who's more of a complicated thinker who like does a lot of detail in their designs, go and do something more minimal. So just switch it about a bit. Tip number 15, look at some iconic art pieces, the Mona Lisa, the Scream, some other Picasso's stuff, or Van Gogh, or whatever you want, Leonardo da Vinci. Go and look at some of those iconic art pieces and try to recreate them digitally, physically in a collage or whatever. Try to recreate them. Tip number 16, create some merch, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever. Find some kind of inspiration based on maybe, let's say, something you've watched recently or something you listened to recently. Go and make some merch. A lot of people, they listen to some music and then they create like merch for whatever the album was or whatever. So create some merch for whatever has inspired you recently, or maybe you've always thought about creating a clothing brand. Just create some fake product merch that you can maybe even share and people will like it. You never know. Number 17, create some mock album cover designs. That's pretty much how I started. A lot of people start that way because it's nice and easy. You have a story that you're always trying to tell. So like you think of an album, and then you think about how you're gonna visualize that album in a album cover. So yeah, do an album cover. Number 18, create a destination leaflet for your favorite holiday destination. Try and make it look interesting, make it look appealing, as if you want other people to go to where you went and enjoy the experiences that you experienced. Tip number 19, something I'm going to be doing soon, but yeah, make something that looks really traditional and is iconic for its like traditionalism and its history, and make it look futuristic. For example, Cappadocia in Turkey, the hot air balloons, try and make them look like hot air balloons that are powered by electricity instead of fire, and just see how that goes. Like, just think of ideas like that. Tip number 20, on that note, make futuristic vehicles like flying cars, for example. There's a lot of good resources around there that can help you make a normal looking car look like a flying car or hovering car. just make it look interesting. Tip number 21, think about the company you'd like to work for the most and make something that falls along with their aesthetic. So whether, for example, let's say Apple, they do really minimal things, minimal designs, go and make some kind of minimal design that suits them, or some product photography that suits them as well. Tip number 22, design your ideal studio space where you'd love to work at. You can even use a game like The Sims, for example, just to design your little office space, and just think about how you would like that to be. Just visualize it, and yeah, hopefully that will be something that you can work towards in the future. Tip number 23, design something using only typography. Tip number 24, design something or start to learn 3D art and make some 3D art. Tip number 25, make some package designs for a product that you really enjoy. Maybe some breakfast cereal that you like. Go and redesign the Cocoa Pops whole box and just see how it looks. Tip number 26, make a cool sports edit of your favorite sportsman. Tip number 27, take a picture of some landscape photography, do some landscape photography or find some landscape pictures online and try to make it look like a fantasy landscape. So for example, you get a nice like hills, like the windows, iconic wallpaper, and then try and make that into some kind of Lord of the Rings landscape, who knows. Tip number 28, make a map of some fantasy location. Think about imagine like a futuristic city that you thought of and like make a map out of it. There's certain softwares that exists like Incarnate, I believe, that you can make a whole map, and there's tons of other people that are making maps on there, and you can like go and get inspiration from them as well. So yeah, go make a map of some fantasy location that you thought of and try to tell a story out of it. Tip number 29, go on a walk and take pictures of every design that you see, whether it's a poster, a leaflet, or a bus advert, whatever. Take a picture of it and just think about what decisions they made during that process. Why did they pick this? Why did they pick this color? Why did they pick this shape? Why did they pick this picture? And like just think about that and process it during your walk, and come back and then maybe try and recreate some of those designs. Tip number 30, design a menu for yourself. If you are gonna start a restaurant, for example, what kind of foods would be on there? Mine will probably be mac and cheese heavy, pizza, I don't know, but yeah. Make a menu of an imaginary restaurant that you were to like own and manage, you know, make a menu for it. And then last but not least, apparently I'm on tip number 31, but I've lost count, but yeah, make some, like go and find your favorite artist and replicate some of their work. So just like, that's a really easy way of doing things because it inspires you because you already enjoy their work, and then you can just go and replicate it, do it in your own way, add your own twist, and then yeah, that's 30 tips, at least 30 tips for you guys to go, and that's 30 ideas for you guys to go and think about, and yeah, be creative. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. In the next video, I'm going to be making a poster on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series that just started. It should have just dropped today, which is the 18th of March, I believe. Is it 18th? Today's the 19th, so yeah, apparently the new series is dropped in the UK. I'll be making a poster about it and kind of giving my first take on it, and maybe even the designs that are used in the series itself. I'll do a little breakdown. So yeah, keep an eye out for that in the next video. And until then, stay safe, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next video.